If you want to create a motion blur effect in GIMP, whether it's for a speeding car, spinning wheels, or a zooming camera look, this tutorial will walk you through the easiest way to do it. And the best part is, you can do it in a non-destructive workflow, so your original image stays safe the entire time. If you enjoy easy GIMP tutorials like this, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more step-by-step editing tips. Let's jump right in. First, open your image in GIMP and look at the type of motion blur you want to create. GIMP gives you a few different options, and each one is useful for a different kind of motion. The first type is linear motion blur. This is the one you use when you want to simulate straight-line movement, like a car speeding down a road or an object moving quickly across the frame. With linear blur, you can control the length, which changes how strong the blur looks, and the angle, which changes the direction of the movement. The next type is circular motion blur. This is perfect for rotational movement, like spinning wheels or any object that looks like it's turning in place. With this blur, you set a center point and then adjust the rotation angle to match the movement you want. This gives a more realistic spinning effect when you need something that feels like it's rotating instead of traveling in a straight line. And then there is zoom motion blur. This is the blur you use when you want to create the feeling of the camera moving forward or backward very quickly. It makes the blur radiate outward from a center point, and you can control the blurring factor to make the effect more subtle or more intense. So before you do anything, decide which type of motion blur matches your image best. Now for the recommended workflow. Before applying any blur, duplicate your layer. To do that, go to the Layers panel, right-click your main image layer, and choose Duplicate Layer. This is a simple but very important step because it keeps your original image safe. That way, if you want to adjust the effect later, you always have a clean version underneath. Once you have the duplicated layer selected, go up to the top menu and click Filters, then hover over Blur, and choose the motion blur option that fits your project. If you want a line blur, pick the linear blur. If you want a spinning look, choose circular. And if you want the zoom effect, select Zoom Motion Blur. As soon as the filter opens, you'll see on-screen controls that let you fine-tune the blur visually. This is where GIMP becomes really useful because you are not just guessing the effect. You can actually click and drag the on-screen lines or endpoints to adjust the direction, center, or strength of the blur in real time. That means you can line up the blur with the way your subject is moving instead of relying only on the sliders. Take a moment here to experiment and watch how the effect changes as you move the controls. Once it looks right, click OK to apply it. If your goal is to make only the background look blurred while keeping the subject sharp, there is one more very useful trick. Add a layer mask to the blurred layer and make sure the mask is set to white. Then choose a black brush and paint over the main subject. Because black hides parts of the blurred layer, the sharp original image underneath will show through. This is a great way to make it look like your subject is moving through a fast, blurry environment while still staying clear and detailed. You can also refine the result by lowering the opacity of the blurred layer a little bit. This is especially helpful if the blur looks too strong or if you want some of the background texture to come back through. A small opacity adjustment can make the final result look more natural and less over-processed. Try lowering it just a little at a time until the motion blur feels balanced. And that's really the full process. Choose the right type of motion blur, duplicate your layer first, apply the blur from the Filters menu, fine-tune it with the on-screen controls, and then use a layer mask and opacity adjustment to polish the effect. Once you get comfortable with these steps, motion blur in GIMP becomes a very fast and powerful tool for creating energy, speed, and movement in your images. If this tutorial helped you, please hit the like button and subscribe for more GIMP editing tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.